Gamers, welcome back to the channel. I know I got the face cam on again. But that's besides the point. Um, I saw this come up in my recommended. I know I'm a little late, but I do feel this is something I would like to talk about. That being Starfield Shattered Spaces. From what I've heard, uh, it's gonna improve a lot of things I personally had an issue with, though I'm not too sure how that's going to translate into gameplay. Let me just give some background first. I'm not going to buy the DLC because I um, was dumb enough to pre-order the $100 edition so I could play it early. And I got 7 hours into it and I can't refund it. That's the story. And I haven't touched it. Here, I'm gonna like put a screen cap of when it was last played, like September 13th. God, I really didn't like it that much. It was just like so boring to me. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's just like another Bethesda game. You should have like, you should have expected a Bethesda game from Bethesda." And it's like, well, it's not. To me, it's not really a Bethesda game. It just comes off really. I don't know. It's just like wasting my time with stuff I don't really care about too much. It's okay if you enjoy it, but for me, it's not my type of game. It really isn't. Um, I've been following Bethesda since Oblivion. That was my first. Then Skyrim. Then Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4. In that order. And yeah, that I'm just giving my history of what games I've played. I've heard good things about Morrowind. I have yet to touch it. Maybe at some point in the future I will. But this is a Bethesda video, so you know, this is a Starfield video. So without further ado, uh, let's just like start this already. Let's see what they have to offer me. Certified Starfield hater. I don't hate it. I just really don't like it.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today.
Hi,
It's been
Tim
an
Lamb.
incredible journey since Starfield launched last year. I want to thank all of you for making it the biggest launch in Bethesda Game Studios history.
Big in what way? No, big in what way? No, no, it was really mixed, and it still is. I remember they even like replied to Steam reviews saying like, "Oh man, you just don't get it," and it's like, Bethesda, I don't think you know that that's something you aren't supposed to do.
Your continued support and feedback drive
Yeah,
us to making
feedback.
Starfield the best experience
Is that what you're gonna
possible.
call like the
Since launch,
59-hour
we've added new
videos?
features,
I know
technical
about some of these.
enhancement,
I've never touched Starfield since launch, and the only time I'm gonna touch it is for this DLC. Maybe. I want to see what people say when it comes out first, because I'm not wasting precious SSD space that could be used for my two Ark Survival Evolved and Ascended, costing almost a whole terabyte. Fucking
fresh
Ark.
content, and the newly released Revy,
Yeah,
Starfield's first ever
I heard about
land
that.
vehicle. Now we're expanding Starfield's galaxy
Yeah.
with a brand new, completely handcrafted world
This is what
and
caught
deep
my
new
attention.
storyline.
This right here,
This September, we're launching Starfield's first major expansion, Shattered Space.
which I
Today,
might not even
we're
play.
giving you the first look at the
Maybe.
mysterious homeworld of House Farouk. So let's
I don't
dive
want to
into the
go
story.
in. Again, uh, I will joke throughout this video. Um, I'm not really too big a fan of modern Bethesda. Ever since Fallout 76, I'm not gonna let it go. Uh, I feel like when a corporation like Bethesda or CD Projekt Red, even with like their launch of Cyberpunk, one of my all-time favorite games, I feel like when it comes to that, Like it's okay to not trust them and just like wait till something's out. I don't want to go in with a negative mindset, but I want to wait. I really do, you know. I'll joke saying, haha, Starfield boring, haha, Starfield bad. But I don't want to go into it wanting it to fail. I want to have fun. I want to be blown away. Uh, I don't know. It just makes it hard when these big companies have lied to you in the past, you know? Uh, but I just wanted to clarify, like, anything I say, like, that's mean towards this DLC or anything, or may come off as that. It's a joke. Yeah. My expectations, I'm not going to have any going into it if I do choose to play. But I do want to just, like, wait, you know? Just trust me. Hi, Bethesda Game Studios.
The fate of our house was written among the stars.
I just realized I never even, like, beat Starfield.
There is nothing to fear.
It's like the one Bethesda game I played and never finished.
At least, not for those who walk the path. You will rise as Varun.
Do I need to, like, know anything? I mean, stupid question. Stupid question. I was gonna ask if I, like, need to know anything going into this trailer, but come on, it's like a DLC a year later. I think I'm expected to know.
We love Starfield's massive open galaxy, but from early on in our planning,
Okay.
we knew we wanted to.
They love it. Okay, I don't know how true that joke, how true that joke bit is gonna hold up. Uh, they loved it. The issue is at least at launch. Like, you can argue the concept is cool. No Man's Sky pulled it off pretty well, but it was just so boring. Just going to the same copy pasted place over and over and over, and there only being like one thing there, and it's like, okay, but it's boring. I don't know. I guess they like it. Pop off Bethesda, make something you want to play, I guess.
To introduce a more
I'm not
secluded
gonna
and
blame you.
handcrafted location, similar to what we've seen from our past expansions.
This is good. This is a step in the
So
right
much
direction.
mystery to House Varun, and because they've so thoroughly
I don't know
isolated-
if it's them listening for why they did it like this. Either way, massive respect for stepping away from like the open galaxy and just focusing on one place. I respect that a lot. That takes like balls to do. Like, you know, if it was accepting the criticism, good job.
themselves, it made them the perfect faction to explore in a completely self-contained experience.
And so you arise, one of the promised of House Varun.
From the minute you arrive on Varun Kai, the story never sends you off planet. You're free to leave at any time, but the story is fully centered around life on the Varun homeworld.
Everything you discover, every
Yeah.
location you visit, every side mission you seek out, it all tells the story of what happened here and how the Varun people have survived, cut off from the comforts of the settled systems and the rest of humanity.
Okay, that sounds kind of interesting.
Vindicator. Harbinger. Reverend.
It's going in more of a dark sci-fi thing. I kind of like that. That's really interesting. I don't know. Not many. Well, I shouldn't say not many things explore that sort of theme, but I find it cool. It's a theme I do like a lot. So, you know, come on, Starfield. Come on. I'll embrace you.
One of our main themes throughout the base game
Hi,
is
Brian.
humanity's search for knowledge. Shattered Space is
Yes,
still
I know
about
that.
that search, but it's also about what happens when it goes too far. It's a very extreme pursuit, and it has backfired horribly for the people of House Faroon.
It's nice they're still sticking with
brother
the
Basim has been
it's nice they're
missing
still
for
sticking
days.
with the main themes.
I'm beginning
It's
to
really,
worry that
you know.
something terrible has happened to him.
I want to go into this with an open mind. You know, I don't want to just write it off saying it's gonna be shit. Damn, alien isolation. Ah.
Before the start of Shattered Space, a secret experiment involving grav drive technology went terribly wrong.
No,
It resulted in a
no.
massive tear in the fabric of space-time
Yeah,
that swallowed a significant portion
it does
of
look
the
cool.
Varun capital.
I hope they have a lot
You
more
arrived
cool
just a
shots that
few
they're not
weeks
showing off.
after the
I
vortex
do
incident.
really
Still
like that.
very fresh in everyone's minds. There's a massive crater in their city. Nothing has been reconstructed.
Maybe this will be like a Fallout 4 Far Harbor situation, because the main story of Fallout 4 was ass. At least to me and many others. It was and is. Maybe it'll be like Far Harbor where it's like good.
People are still searching for missing loved ones.
Supplies are limited. There is so much work to be done.
I don't want to do side quests. I swear, if the side quests are find this person, find that person, get us supplies. I don't really like that. I don't know.
The Scaled Citadel, the seat of power for the Varun government, is now trapped within a strange field of energy.
Yeah.
Among those missing is Anasco Varun, leader of the Varun people and speaker for
He's
the Great
white.
Serpent. In his absence, the minor houses that make up House Varun are all vying for control over the faction's future.
Alright,
Zealots
so
were
multiple
once a part of
mini
Varun
factions in
society.
the one.
They want to continue the Serpent's crusade. They'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council, or even the reinstatement of their house.
I wasn't really too big a fan of the gunplay. A lot of it just didn't really connect with me. I hope they improved it, or have improved it since launch. I really couldn't get into it.
All must serve. All must serve. All must serve.
Spooky.
Must serve. Save me.
Varun Kai and Gazer City are like no other location.
A bit off topic, by the way. Hi. Oh my god, I'm gonna butcher his name. Hi, Istvan Peli. But anyway, this is gonna be really off topic, but with the whole Shattered Space thing, what I kind of want to see, and what I haven't seen many, if any, other games do, is if any of you have ever played Ghostwire Tokyo, to me, good game. I really like it a lot. Also another game published by Bethesda. I think it was made by Tango, actually. Rest in peace. No. They got taken by the PUBG people. But anyway, that was a really good game. It got really creative with a lot of the stuff it did, like the visuals, like a lot of the gameplay taking it was just so cool. The most I could compare it to is like Doctor Strange, I guess. And I thought that was like insane to go through in like real-time gameplay. I again, I got to keep expectations in check, Bethesda. But I hope to see some of that.
In the base game.
From its inception,
Yeah.
House Varun has been driven by a singular
Hi,
unique
Ellen.
vision. Because of this, Varun Kai has a completely distinct visual identity. We say it's very alien. You'll see this in the
Well,
extraterrestrial landscape.
The whole game should have been alien. I mean, I get the whole thing as like only humans, but I mean like the planets and shit, you know? But that's my point. It's a space game. The thing sticking out shouldn't be a planet feeling alien. I feel.
Gravity anomalies, and much more.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like gravity anomalies. Yeah, is that it? If they say you can land anywhere on this planet. Oh, white people.
Varun Kai is located in the Kavnik system, and it's not the friendliest environment. They believe the Great Serpent led them to Varun Kai, and their whole purpose in being here is to await its return.
You have no concept of what the Great Serpent demands of us. All must serve.
It's a dangerous planet, and a lot of the people have retreated to Dazra in order to survive and protect their culture and their way of life. Now you'll find areas of the planet that were abandoned and have since been taken over by Zealots, Spacers, and Crimson Fleet. And humans aren't the only danger.
This is going to be copy-pasted too.
With the line between reality and the vortex breaking down, creatures from the other side.
Because that was my big complaint. The gameplay just got kind of stale for me. I hope Shattered Space at least like does something for me. Because again, I just feel like I gotta keep saying this because there's a lot of like Starfield diehards. Surprising. I don't know. It just isn't like the game for me, and that's okay. But you know, I don't wish any game to fail.
Like the vortex horror. When you disturb the barrier between our world and theirs, they can sense it, creating these honestly terrifying ambush scenarios.
Bethesda, that's not terrifying.
In the base game, there's a lot of focus around ranged gun combat. You can engage in a firefight from way in the distance. In Shattered Space, we're closing that distance. Space is scary.
I do like that they're going with, you know, a darker theme again.
And the chaos
That's
of
nice.
combat.
They're at least trying to change it up. Though melee combat, though? I don't know. Because I heard mixed things about melee. I don't really remember too much. Again, a year ago. But yeah. If it's the same thing over and over, I don't know how to feel. What difficulty is this on?
As you explore the city of Dazra,
A lot of the guns felt the same. I at least hope they change it up again.
Entangled
You
in the
know.
political feud between the minor houses, and ultimately decide the fate of House Varun.
This kind of just
could affect the rest.
again, I haven't like played Morrowind, but I at least know a bit of it. The different houses kind of takes me back to that in a way. That's pretty nice. I bet like there's like some diehard Morrowind lovers in this too that are gonna be saying, "Oh, Barry, you're retarded," something like that.
Settled systems.
We can restore the intended order of things.
Thank you for joining us for a closer look at Shattered Space.
Yeah.
We worked hard
You're welcome.
to make this a journey you won't forget.
Thank you for working hard,
Bethesda.
Bethesda. I hope it pays off.
Stay tuned for more updates as we head toward launch.
That
on
came off
September
sarcastic,
30th.
but it wasn't. Alright. Good job, Bethesda. You got me at least somewhat interested. I thought there would be no hope for Starfield. You know, but I get access to it. I bought the $100 edition that I can't refund. But yeah, that was an interesting look. If and when I play it, I do want to keep an open mind. I feel like a lot of people these days just kind of write something off as, oh, dumb, it's bad, and they don't really like try it out. For Starfield, I have, and it just isn't the game for me, and that's okay. But you know, hopefully Shattered Space at the expansion at least like changes that up. You know, yeah, just be optimistic. You know, it's coming in my inventory anyway. But that'll be it for this time, everybody. Yeah, peace.